What's up guys, how's everyone doing? Today I'm going to do a speed test between the Apple Watch Series 7 versus the original Apple Watch from 2015. It goes without saying that because the Apple Watch is 8 years old, there's going to be a lot of differences here, but it's still really cool to actually compare these two and have a little bit of a retrospective look back. Even the watchOS versions on these watches are completely different and years apart. So the first thing we're going to do is a boot up test. To run this test, I plugged both Apple Watches into an extension cable and flipped the cable on. Although the watchOS versions being different definitely likely has some effect here, it's insane to see the difference in the chip optimization. You can see that the Series 7 is already back up with a total of 46.46 seconds, and wow, that was fast. The 2015 model has some catching up to do as we're waiting, and waiting, and still waiting. And we're waiting for so long, I figured I might as well just throw in some B-roll shots of this boot up test. And here comes the Apple Watch Series 0 clocking in right at around 5 minutes. Although obviously there's some clear differences here because there's multiple generations in between these two watches, those Apple chip optimizations are no joke. In 2016, with watchOS 3, Apple introduced the dock feature on the Apple Watch. Over the years, with software and hardware, Apple definitely tweaked this and tweaked their different features for the chips and for software and hardware optimization. The original Apple Watch still does its job, but you can see the Series 7 obviously is a few steps ahead. Series user interface and overall responsiveness obviously changed with the generations as well, and we can see that actually both watches do a fairly comparable job of using Siri. So now we're just going to go ahead and do an app launching test. We're just going to open a couple of the apps on both of the watches. So right here, I'm going to start out with the alarm application. And obviously you can see the Series 7 comes in first for that. You can also see some of the results there. I'm also going to go ahead and open up the music application, and you can see some of these results are fairly comparable, but I think the ones that are much more CPU intensive, those are the ones that might take a little longer to open. And slowed down, some of these results are pretty impressive. Now I'm going to open up the workout application, and you can see the Series 7 starts it right up, and the original Apple Watch takes a little bit longer to catch up. All in all though, some pretty impressive results from both. I've had the Series 7 for a few weeks now and have noticed a clear difference between the two. The Series 7 is certainly much snappier than the original Apple Watch, clocking in at 8 years old. However, the 2015 model can still hold its own weight, and even after 8 years of continuous use, it's still pretty usable. Apple was ahead of their time when releasing the first model, and just like AirPods, it's been extremely interesting to see the widespread pop culture growth this watch has had. Anyway guys, that's pretty much going to do it for today's video. If you did enjoy, please make sure to hit that like button. Also go ahead and subscribe and turn that post notification bell on so that way you never miss out on a brand new upload. Thanks everyone for watching. Have a good one guys. Peace.